Hello everyone, this is Beastly Eel, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the latest episode of Hawkeye. So episode 4, I had to think about which we're on. Episode 4 aired on Wednesday, and we're going to talk about briefly on what happened and kind of where we think the series is going to go based on what we saw. So in this episode, this is really kind of, we see the aftermath of Hawkeye getting the blade to his throat. Major points that we learned in this is oh my gosh, Kate Bishop's soon-to-be stepdad is supposedly the leader of the jog suit or tracksuit mafia. I keep thinking it's jog suit. Tracksuit mafia, and then we have Hawkeye stealing a sword back. Um, Kate Bishop having to LARP to get trick arrows out of the police station, and she tries to make a bargain with the police department to get them to make her a suit. Trying to think of what else. We also learned that there were things in the Avengers compound that were taken, and apparently, and I think so. There's a Rolex, Rolex that was taken from the compound, and it was auctioned off. Now, the problem with this is I want to say it's Iron Man's, but I'm not positive. I'm not 1,000% sure whose it is. I'm gonna stick with Iron Man for now. I could be wrong. I'd have to rewatch Endgame for me to know for sure, but I'm pretty sure it was Iron Man's. But anyway, not the point of the story. It was definitely at least somebody's Rolex, a high tech, and it was still, well, it was taken out of the compound and then sold at black market auction. And in that black market auction, Echo was the one who got the money, I guess. Well, got the Rolex. So Kate Bishop and Hawkeye break into where the signal's coming from the Rolex. And when Kate breaks in, it's almost as if these strobe lights come flashing, and she starts freaking out and starts shooting trick arrows at the blinking lights. Well, Hawkeye puts two and two together that it must be a silent alarm for somebody who cannot hear. So Echo comes out and starts beating up Kate Bishop, and Hawkeye can't help Kate Bishop because he thinks Echo's after him. Well, it turns out he's fighting a masked figure, and well, Kate Bishop gets out of there, jumps onto the same building as Hawkeye, and the four of them start fighting. So it's Kate Bishop, Hawkeye, Echo, and this masked person. So they'll start fighting. Boom, 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 boom. This continues for a while. And it turns out in the end that Echo leaves, and we see who's underneath the mask, which happens to be Black Widow's sister. So we've seen her obviously in Black Widow, and we knew she was coming in because at the end of the movie, at the after credit scene, we know she has a hit that's offered to her that is Hawkeye's head for, we're not quite sure for what, but they're offering it to her because he's the one that's being blamed for Natasha's death. So he basically tells Kate that it's got to be over and it's done. Um, that they can't do anything else because now a Black Widow assassin has been hired to kill him. Now his whole thing is he wants her away from him as far as possible because he does not want her to get hurt. And that's pretty much how the episode ends. Da-da-da. So things we learned in this episode that are very big. Um, Kate Bishop's soon-to-be stepdad is the leader of the tracksuit mafia. That does not mean that Kingpin does not exist. It just means that there's stuff going on. There could be just somebody as the middleman. Then we also have um, black market auctions auctioning off like high-tech stuff. So like Avengers level shit. Um, we also see Kate Bishop really coming into her own, and with her fighting and everything else, and using the trick arrows. What else? What else? What else? We see that Hawkeye's realizing that things aren't exactly what he thought, meaning like when he thought things were destroyed, they really weren't. So all that stuff had to be put into consideration. So all that, and we're not quite sure where it's going to go because right now we have the Tracksuit Mafia after him. We have um, Natasha's sister after him as well. So realistically, anything can happen. So my prediction is, I think we're gonna find out. We're gonna have him fight Black Widow again, and I think what's gonna happen is he's gonna explain to her what happened, and we'll see what happens. Um, Echo is gonna try to kill him again, but we're gonna have to wait and see what happens on that front because I have a feeling because in the comics she's a good guy. So we're gonna have to wait and see on that. And then I think Kingpin's gonna be coming up in like an after credit scene at the end of the season finale. That's just my prediction. What did you guys think of the episode? I'd be curious as to what you guys think. Also, as always, if you like the content you see, please like and subscribe below. Other than that, this is going to be Beastly Eel signing out. Have a good night.